Hi Aries, this is Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and welcome to your December 2019 monthly tarot reading. As always, guys, if you are new to this channel and feel guided, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe twice, that little bell twice, so that you can be notified of all future updates. Couple of announcements to make before I get into the reading, and I will make it quick, I promise, all right? Just to give you guys a heads up, the weeklies and the dailies that I have been doing in the past couple of months are going to be on hiatus for this month until I am back and relocated from New Jersey to Michigan. I'm taking some time off for my move, so I'm gonna need some time there. That means that any private readings and such for December are closed at this time. The list will be back open again, as when the new year is upon us. For those of you who already have private readings, I'm getting them all done before I move, okay? So just wanted to give you that some information ahead of time, and also to remind you guys that I'm gonna still keep you guys updated on the community tab, so if you are subscribed, definitely check that area out. I will continue to do daily card pulls on the community tab for daily inspiration and for any messages that you may feel guided to look at. So that will still be going on. I will still be active in that thing, but for lives or timeless readings, they're going to be kind of sporadic for this month. So just keep that in mind. Bonuses if they come up, but I can't make any promises for some of the other ones that are more structured, like the dailies and the weeklies. Okay. Also, if you are new to this channel and have not, and if you're not aware, for the sign that gets the most views for probably around mid-month when I'll be back up there is when I usually do a bonus mid-month for the sign that gets the most views, okay? So even if this reading doesn't necessarily resonate for you, the mid-month may, because it's a completely new reading. So keep that in mind. Make sure you hit that like button, and then always, feel free to comment so we can exchange energy, okay? It's all about sharing, right? All right, calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters for the sign of Aries. What clear messages and clarity do we need for December? What do we need? Time is fluid, guys, meaning this may be happening a little bit in the past. It may be happening right now as I speak. Some of this might even happen a little bit down the road, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest, and as always, utilize your own intuition here, okay? Don't force anything to fit. We're going to start off with an oracle, some oracle cards. I'm going to pull an animal spirit, and then we're going to get into the tarot cards. I always do the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. And then we do an overall energy with the healing messages at the end. All right. What does Aries need to know for this month? What does Aries need to know? What information do we have for Aries for December? Oh. Oath. Complicated, letting go. Wow, there are so many signs getting these cards in a weird, different order or a different particular thing, but it's definitely this energy for many of you about loyalty, about letting go. Some of you, this is about loyalty to yourself, but we start off here, guys, with the oath, okay? You may be dealing with an individual who has taken an oath to you, who it's a higher level of commitment, or you just might be in the level, and we'll see how the cards play out for you, Aries, but you may be in the level of just being loyal or having an oath. So some kind of commitment is definitely involved here. This doesn't necessarily have to be a love commitment. We'll see what kind of messages that come out once I start looking at the cards. But next to it, we have complicated, okay? When I say complicated here, this reminds me of a door closed, right? And although we have here, and I love how it's got the symbol in the middle here with the circle, but with me, I almost feel like you have been blocked to some extent, or you may feel like you can't get through something, and there's this feeling of needing to let go. So many signs are getting this. I can't even describe to you, and I shuffle these cards like mad, like crazy. It's like I should just pull these out and see what other messages we get. But with letting go, it's all about purging, okay? It's all about evolving. I feel for many of you, this loyalty that comes in place here with this oath, right, is might have been a hardship for you, or might have been to the level of you just can't get through it, or it feels very tough to get through. You might be in the muck of it right now. And as always, I always, say this to people because it's really hard I know, I've been through it. It's really hard when you are in the midst of something to really see a different perception of it because it just seems so dark, right? It's like you're trying to get through something or an obstacle in your life. And it's all about surrendering. It's all about releasing. Look at this. We got butterflies here. That's all about evolving. They go through phases, but they don't start off as a butterfly. They have to go through it, right? And I feel like this door that is blocked is basically you getting through it. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what animal spirit you have with you. Animal spirit is with Aries right now. These cards are a little big to shuffle. But animal spirit is here with Aries. The wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Now the wasp can be extremely aggressive, right? This is an aggressive, I almost feel like this is, remember how I said you're going through the muck? This is that complication. There might be this need to pull in this warrior attitude, right? Or warrior, or just like this war, and this always reminds me of a warrior here, right? Although he's taken an oath. I feel like for a lot of you, this is about getting through something, and that you might have been stung in life, meaning that something is, you know, not going your way, or you might be going through and stinging others because you are trying to let go of a situation, setting boundaries maybe for some of you. Definitely two signs here. It's either you're getting stung or you're doing the stinging, meaning that like you need to get through these hurdles so that you can move forward. And sometimes by moving forward, it's letting go of people that no longer serve you, right? Serve your what's, you know, blocking you from your own authentic happiness. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. What messages do we have for, let me just make some room here. Make some room for Aries. Okay. Let's see what additional messages we have for you. What does Aries need to know? This Five of Pentacles. Look at you. Look at you going away. Two of Wands reversed. The Hermit. The Queen of Swords. I felt that was going to come out. The Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords. Definitely moving away. Four of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. End of the month we have Two of Pentacles. King of Swords. The Sun. The Devil. And the overall energy is Two of Swords. Look at, there's that blockage I told you about. A crossroad, right? Many of you may just be in a really difficult situation, not getting along with somebody. Some of you, this is definitely more family oriented. Others of you, this is somebody you have a relationship with, a commitment with. I do feel the beginning of this month with the Five of Pentacles here. You know, this can also feel like somebody's walking away or leaving something that's stable, right? But it's also feeling like, you see how he's in a hood and he's like feeling a little bit left out in the cold. I feel for, and this is your own energy here too with the Two of Wands. You might be dealing with an earth sign here. But the Two of Wands reversed, and it's particularly in this card, it's usually about starting something new, a new venture, about going forward in something, right? Ready to, when you get the Three of Wands, it's about having a foundation, building it. This is about looking out to the horizon. But what's interesting about this particular deck, with it reversed, it's basically saying you're at a standstill for something. You were reflecting at something. I do believe it's commitment. This is the Hierophant in here into this cave. So that's typically a commitment, an oath, definitely an oath, right? With this reverse, it's like someone in this situation has felt left out in the cold, has been evaluating for sure with this Virgo energy here. But this is all about, you know, going within, seeing the light, being enlightened at some point. You may be dealing with an air sign, so Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. But, you know, listen, she can be a little bit cold. She can be a little bit ruthless, but she knows how to set boundaries and she knows how to decipher what is true to her. I feel that with the Hermit and next to this is that we have somebody here who has said enough is enough, okay? I feel like there's going to be a change. I do feel like it's you saying enough is enough. I do feel like it's in a level of I don't want to be in the cold anymore. I don't want any more slow starts to new beginnings. And by going within and by setting this set boundary, what comes in place here is the Wheel of Fortune. This is about transition, letting something move forward, right? This is also divine timing of in any aspect. So just know that what might feel mucky right now, for some reason I can't talk, whatever might feel mucky or feel like mud or yucky right now that you're going through because you're not seeing a whole lot of the whole different perception of how this individual is treating you, know that by going within, by setting boundaries that serve you, you're actually creating this Wheel of Fortune movement. And this movement is allowing you to move through the rocky waters into more calmer waters here with the Six of Swords. Many of you are dealing with an air sign here. What you're leading yourself to is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is more happiness. It's stability. For a lot of this could be happiness in a partnership here. I think that you are, for a lot of you here, this message is more for people who are in a partnership with someone who is not really getting along with them in any level, has felt out of the cold, like I said, and you have set a boundary in place, and that has made you feel a little bit more victorious. You're definitely questioning, though, if this serves you. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is all about growth. But look at this. Look at his face. He's kind of like, I'm not sure I want to take this, right? Do I still want to grow into this level? I feel, though, that actually by stepping away and setting yourself at a boundary, and we're going to validate all of these cards, is that you're going to get into the Two of Pentacle modes here, which is kind of feeling like it's becoming too much, okay? Like he's got all these tools in his hands. He's like, where do I do? How do I start? What's going on? The King of Swords energy here, and we do have two here, and I do feel like they're like-minded people here, right? So I do feel like this is some kind of commitment of some sort. If it's not commitment in love, like I said, it's just somebody in your life who you've had to move away from. You had to set boundaries to make yourself feel a little bit more stable. You had to have that breathing room, okay? You're definitely looking towards happiness with the King of Swords here. Now, he's all about being logic, strategic. This person may be a little bit harsh with their words. This person may be a little bit blunt. This person may not have a lot of feelings, right? I feel like this person doesn't know how to express their feelings, that this person could be closed off, and that was part of the problem, is that they could never speak up. And, you know, it was always you doing the talking of like guessing what's happening, you know, what's wrong with them or what the issue is. I feel like this person goes dead silent. Yeah, I feel for a lot of you, this is a relationship where a person doesn't have a lot of words, but their actions don't line up at all. So it almost feels very cold, or it just feels very cold, especially here with the Five of Pentacles. It's like you almost felt like you felt pushed out of this house or, you know, area or this relationship. This person does see you as happiness, though. I mean, the Sun card is all about happiness, and the fact that it's right next to the King of Swords. But what's interesting is you have the Sun right next to the Devil. Capricorn energy here, Aries. Toxics. I feel for a lot of you, I don't think that this is a third-party situation. This person might be dealing with some inner demons. This relationship probably feels toxic because you're not opening up, or they are not opening up. They're not communicating with you. They might use a lot of escapism. They might be a workaholic. I mean, listen, you can be addicted to many things. It doesn't just have to be drugs or alcohol. the major thing that I'm feeling here is escapism. They will do anything to escape the situation of talking about their feelings. It feels like this person doesn't know how to express their feelings big time. But I do see that they see you as happiness. And I think that's what you want as well. But you're questioning it. Is this really the stability that I want? All right, let's see what we have on validation of the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Swords. Whew. Yep, we got the Tower. The Knight of Wands reversed. Interesting. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. And we have the Two of Pentacles again. I'm going to slow down here so we can do the first row. Listen. By you feeling left out, and now this could have been your Tower moment as well, but I think the awareness that you had by walking away, and I do feel like you left or basically said your words or said what, you know, I don't want to say you gave an ultimatum, but it does feel a little bit like that. Like it feels like, just feel like you have been through so much in a level of this is getting so burdensome, right? With this Tower moment, and then, you know, we'll see what comes on the King of Swords here, but I do feel like this individual, this is creating a Tower moment from them too. Keep in mind, there's two people under here, right? There's two people trying to get out. Now, on the Two of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands reverse, okay? Fire energy again. This guy is passionate, he's fiery, he will come in, and as quickly as he comes in, he can also come rushing out, right? Some people say he's the player card, but I don't really reading it as his energy for this particular reading. To me, it's saying that there's nothing quick about this decision of going, do I want to move forward, okay? I feel like you just are really in question as to, do I want to keep this oath or not, okay? I think, and now this is interesting. With the Hermit and the Seven of Swords energy, now this is all about deceit, but you see how he's walking away and he's looking back at the dog. Guys, the dogs always represent to me loyalty, okay, which is to me like an oath, a commitment. So this is definitely for people who are more committed. I do have a couple more messages for those of you in the career front, so hang tight. But listen, this is like somebody not aware. I think this person is just sleeping and escaping, and you're like, you might feel a little bit deceitful. You might feel like you're pulling in that wasp energy and you know it's going to sting and you're leaving. And that's really going to be putting yourself in that hermit mode. I feel with the Queen of Swords here, you might have air in your chart, like I said. I feel like it's been, like, again, with the Two of Pentacles coming twice out, and this is the beginning of the month and then towards the end of the month, I do feel like you're just juggling the idea of, like, do I stay? Should I go? Again, look at this. Somebody's coming in. That dog's coming in with a bag. It's like, I think that's what you would like, is for someone to give you something that you can receive. Doesn't necessarily mean you can handle it, because you're juggling so much right now. What's on the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles? Additional messages. Do we have the... Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Swords. We have the King of Wands on top of the Four of Wands. That's your energy. And we have the Six of Wands reversed on the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Wheel of Fortune here. Ten of Wands. Listen, with this reverse, now this was reversed at this point, but I flipped it so you can see it. This is a burden, right? Carrying too much. Again, carrying too much weight on your shoulders. The Wheel of Fortune, by setting your boundaries, by speaking up, by communicating your say, and I feel like it's almost like you gave, like, I hate to say ultimatum, but I feel like it's like, listen, we either compromise and work together, or it's time, right? So this has created a Wheel of Fortune movement by doing so, because you're letting go of the burdens here. Now, on the Six of Swords, you have the Page of Swords energy. Interesting. More communication, more seeking the truth. I feel like this individual is watching you closely, okay? Sees that you're getting out. You might be cleaning yourself up. They might be seeing that you are moving on. It might be a shocking moment for them. I feel, though, that with the Four of Wands here and the King of Wands energy, this is about being driven, passionate. This is you guys, right? This is all about a passionate individual. And I feel that by moving away, moving out of those into those calmer waters, you find that you have more of a drive. You feel like you've released. You felt like you've let go. You've actually evolved. It feels very victorious for you here, right? So the Seven of Pentacles with the Six of Wands, which is the victorious card here. This is all about victory, right? But with it reversed on the Seven of Pentacles, I do feel like the middle of the month, you are feeling like you're just not sure that this is going to be victorious, right? Will this person be able to clean up? And it's not that you're asking that this person needs to change. I think it's just you state that things need to change. But if they can't change and it still makes me unhappy, I need to follow what makes me happy, right? Because you don't stick around to change a person. Two of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Sun, the Devil. What do we have on here? Queen of Pentacles on Two of Pentacles. Four of Cups on the King of Swords. Wow. Queen of Swords again on the Sun. And the Devil has the Five of Pentacles on here. Wow. Okay. She's the Mother card. She is all about nurturing. She's compassionate. But I do feel like there's this juggling of you don't want to be this person's mother or opposite. I mean, if this is another way around, or father. It's like you don't want to have to take care of a person. You want them to be able to take care of themselves, right? I feel like you've given plenty of offers to this King of Swords or this individual. I think that this person has not taken any opportunity to or actions towards. I don't think that they see anything as an opportunity. I think that they see things as they are, or this is what it's going to be, and they kind of feel they fall in like victim mode, right? It's like, oh, well, I guess I'm just not good enough kind of thing. And that's not what it's about, right? On the Sun, you have the Queen of Swords. There's that boundary. I feel like this person sees you as the Sun, but also knows that you've had enough. Basically, you've cut down and put down your sword in a level of like, here's my boundary. Here's my truth. This is what it is. I'm not happy. And like you might feel like this is enough for you, but I'm not happy, okay? And with the Devil energy, with the Five of Pentacles again, guys, you got Five of Pentacles again, and it's interesting. You have the Five of Pentacles in the beginning of the month, and you have the Five of Pentacles at the end of the month. There's still toxicity here. It's still not cleared, okay? So I don't want to say that this person is gonna, be able to clean their act up. This is still toxicity. There's still things here that are complicated, and I think it's really stinging them. I think it's really, it's a wake-up call, but it's also a wake-up call for you, okay? Knowing that you do not have to go through that, knowing that you might have to let go to some extent to evolve because you want to work on your own happiness. Now, for those of you that I said, like I said, this could be a family member as well that you're dealing with and that you've just had enough and that they need to take care of themselves. If this is work related, and I felt this message really strong for the work folks, you have been used a lot in a sense that somebody does not know your worth at work, okay? So if you are in the corporate world, and I do feel like this is a corporate message, for those of you who are in a corporate world where you don't feel like you are just doing too much and taking care of everything, you're gonna speak up. You're absolutely gonna speak up. It's like, nope, either things have to change or I'm out of here. And this person has never changed in any asset to make things better. In fact, they're probably very into just piling more and more work onto you. Definitely. All right, let's see what healing messages we have for our Aries out there. What healing messages we have. We had a bunch of messages for you, Aries. It's a little longer than some of the other ones. Aries need to know. Inner journey. I do feel like that. New beginnings. Ascension. Wow. Inner journey. This is a 35, so it does come down to an 8, guys. This is about abundance. I think you've done a lot of work on yourself. And if you haven't done it, this is the start of it by basically stating your truth, okay? By setting those healthy boundaries. It might have stung. It might have felt like you were stinging this individual or yourself. It's actually creating a new beginning here. And look at this. Look what's on this new beginning. There's a butterfly here, guys. I love when the cards do that. Sorry for all the reflection on here. But there's a butterfly here. There's growth here. It's all about allowing things to go through. And what's amazing is this is actually with Ascension here, comes down here, but the Ascension's all about that happiness, right? You've ascended to new levels, and I feel like that's all what a butterfly is about. It's about evolving. So much involvement here. I mean, I just feel that you've definitely grown from the situation. You might have outgrown this individual. You might have outgrown this circumstance. But the true point here is that you were seeking happiness for yourself. And that's the most important thing here, for sure. All right, guys, if you like this reading, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And even if you just want to say hi, just comment below. I love exchanging energy with y'all. And I will see you next time.